The 2025 Ninjago Guardian Dragon. This is one of the most visually striking and technically impressive dragons ever made. There's so much to love about this. But I tell you what, man, the part selection in this set, oh baby, it's really, really good. In this video, I want to highlight the plethora of incredible parts that come in this set. And then I'm going to give you ideas for how you can use them to build your own custom creations. And I'll of course dive into this set as well. We're going to talk about why it rocks, how it's built, and we'll discuss why it might just be the best modern LEGO dragon ever made. So, those sweet, sweet pieces. I'll get to my thoughts on the set later in the video, but let's kick off with some of these. The base of the display stand. It's made up using some of these lovely rounded black bricks. Now check out how Space Glove has used them here when revamping Mantax. They're being paired with this sort of smaller variant of this piece. And dude, putting them together like this and even placing some of these Mars mission stickers on the side, these look great. This has such a distinct shape and curvature to it. It's sick. It's also nice to see a piece that actually originated in the theme Hero Factory. It's good to see this alive and well. And actually, I believe this marks the third time we've seen this piece appearing in bright green. Old mate Jafer has used this piece in that color on a brilliant mantis shrimp dragon. They make for some lovely kind of, spiked whiskers. And seeing them alongside even more bright green armor, well, it's delightful. But also, remember, these pieces look good on arms, they look great on legs, they are super, super versatile. Getting more of them in any color is a good thing. As you might be able to tell, this set also boasts a nice array of rock pieces in different sizes and shapes. See mate, I churn through a ton of these whenever I build any of my own system creations. If you're looking to make some custom landscape, this is such a blessing to get quite a nice supply of rock pieces. Oh yeah, and the dark green landscape that you're seeing here, you could probably do something similar with all the dark green pieces that come in this set. Oh yeah, and then check out all of this. I love these 1x2 rounded plates. Yeah, one reason that I like them is because of what Roses Must Build has done on this creation. We got to turn it around and then take a look at the limbs. You'll notice they're being used here to kind of bridge the lower and upper limbs. This is quite a sturdy, but flexible design that allows for all sorts of posability. I like it. Something else that's great are all of these snot pieces that you get. Snot, of course, standing for studs not on top. You get so many brackets, so many modified bricks, it's amazing. Now, I use these pieces all the time. Everything I build will pretty much always use something that you're seeing here. In fact, the border edge on this landscape, it uses a few of these parts. Here's a bit of a breakdown showing exactly how that's done. So yeah, if you want to build a nice little display stand for one of your character builds, or you want to experiment with a little bit of system diorama stuff, you're gonna need some of these pieces to get that sweet, sweet landscape. Another fine addition to this set are some good variety of curved slopes, as well as a few wedges as well. You get them in a bunch of colors, a bunch of shapes and sizes. Oh, it's a good thing. And having these types of pieces will drastically improve your character and creature builds. See here, Alex MOCs, they use them for, scales, armor, and flesh on this more dinosaur-inspired version of a Tarokava. Without some of these wedge pieces, some of this stuff wouldn't even be possible. Oh, and then we've got some of these sweet green round armor pieces. See how UTAM04 uses them here? They look great on the legs, they look sick on the arms and the hands, and even the torso. I love a piece that can be used in so many exotic ways like this. And then to top that off, you get lots and lots of mixel joints. Hey, maybe you want to branch out a little bit. You want to start playing around with system pieces a little bit more. Not so much your Bionicle parts. Well then these pieces are a must-have, as you can see on this creation here. It allows for so much movement, so much posability. And just putting a few of them together can be such a simple template to craft some really nice character frames. These are great. There's also a couple ring elements that are included here. You see them up top on this crest at the top of the head, which by the way is dope. Let's start off with this smaller ring. Unfortunately you only get one, but still this is a good piece. You can get a few more of them in some of the Sonic sets, that's where they originally came from. World has used it here on this very clever idea of a tempura dragon, kind of looking like it's been deep fried. I've got a few breakdown images here that illustrate how this deep fried technique has been done. Looking closely, you'll see some of these rings in yellow. The ring is actually just one big bar connection. As a result, you can branch off multiple clips and attach the leaf pieces onto that. And that's what creates this beautiful looking body design. These parts are incredibly helpful. And on the subject of helpful rings, we've also got this larger one. You can use these in a similar way to what Donnie Chen has done on his golden dragon. Let's get a look at the interior of this. It uses these larger ring pieces. And it's the same deal as what Wumi did. You attach clips onto this, and you can layer scales on top in one of the most organic and beautiful ways possible. Sure, you only get one of them, but hey, at least you can experiment with this piece and do something a little similar. So look dude, I could keep going. This thing is packed full of incredible parts that really are super helpful for building your own stuff. Actually, you know what? I'm going to highlight even more as I go. So let's do it. Let's dive in and review this wonderful set. Because there is nothing like this thing, man. It might just be the best set of 2025. So, over the years, we've got heaps of dragons from the theme of Ninjago. And legit, almost all of them have been bangers. But after getting so many, I can understand that people might feel a bit exhausted by Ninjago dragons. Some people might say the concept is getting a little stale. I wouldn't say that, I think they're great, but I have heard other people expressing that belief. Well, this set reinvents the classic Ninjago dragon and injects so much life into the concept. This may as well be an art piece. It looks so incredibly majestic standing on top of these rocks. You got this little peaceful little landscape at the bottom here. It's so serene and tranquil. And that's contrasted with these dominating wings and this menacing looking face. All of this feels like nothing we've ever seen before. And see, that's the thing, right? A lot of previous dragons from Ninjago, they've been designed more so with play in mind. They feature a ton of movement, a lot of posability. Many of them had play features and other additional attachments and enhancements. Which, by the way, is great. LEGO is meant to be played with. The more play features, the better. I'm glad they're like this. But this new display piece format, it's so refreshing. It's got all the charm of those older sets, but with techniques and visuals that are unlike anything else. This is the change we needed. For example, it's not got 4 legs like most of the others do. No, it's standing up like this. How the heck does that even work? Well, you know what? Let's break it down. Let's see how this works. We start off with the base, and the early stages, they ask you to put a few Technic pieces in the middle. You begin to kind of mold the rockwork around this section, and then add in some Technic beams that are very much locked in place. It's a brilliant mixture of system and Technic pieces. You layer down that Technic support, you then cover it up with elegant rockwork, and you won't even know those Technic supports are there. But they're still doing their job, they're keeping things sturdy. You then move over into the legs. Now these are chunky, well-designed sections. Now these two, they're layered with strong Technic connectors. And then they're kind of wrapped up and covered with brackets and plates. Honestly, putting these sections together is super satisfying. The way that all the wedge plates and tiles line up, oh, the shaping is sensational. You lock it in place, and you continue building. And then I guess you essentially just repeat the same thing on the other side, slide it in, and lock everything in place. But when you break it down, it's actually quite simple. But I was blown away with how well built and how solid this is. You can pick this thing up and shake it around and nothing will break, nothing will budge, nothing will move. That is a feat of engineering. I also love how much realism they've poured into this. Like the bend on the dragon's waist. This is accomplished with the use of a few mixel joints. It lets you place these sections on that nice angle. And look at that, you get that little subtle bend and curve. This is just some of the best shaping we've ever seen in a LEGO set. It's also nice to see a splattering of other, relatively new pieces being included here. One of which is this element. These are integrated into the lower arms. You attach these invasion from below spikes onto that bar connection, and it gives you that really nice spiked armored look. Oh, it's lovely. All in all, dude, I am in awe of this set. The techniques are so much fun to put together. And I don't know, I feel like I learnt so much just from building this. The design, the aesthetic of it, it's unlike anything we've seen before. It's so good that the Ninjago set designers are exploring new territory and keeping these old concepts very fresh and different. I still want to see them go back to the classics and build more, play scale dragons, because that stuff slaps. But this dude, wow. I'm so excited to see more stuff in this style. And to top it off, I didn't even mention this yet, you get the coolest minifigure sword ever made. I love how Ninjago is able to just go ham on minifigure accessories. You really don't see a lot of that in licensed IPs that LEGO is making. It's the original IPs, man. That's where you see the good stuff. Look, I could just keep singing the praises of this set. It is an amazing parts pack, a beautiful display piece, and probably my favorite building experience of 2025. Go and buy this. It's amazing. Thanks for watching, guys. Happy building, and bye for now. Oh yeah, and don't forget to check the links below. If you liked some of the MOCs I showcased today, you can find more of their work right there. Love you lots. Bye bye.